from Alcorn calls me that. My old lady do not like the name Red at all. None whatsoever. My mom and
Serious.
them, my granddaddy gave me the name, so like they used to it, like, with
Okay.
it. My mom
I,
actually calls me Cheese.
Okay.
I ain't
Yeah.
calling. I'm not calling you that.
My mom
Yeah.
called me. She don't even call me Phil. She called me Jordan. So
Is that your middle name?
yes, it is.
Yeah. Most moms don't call you, hell yeah. I don't know why my mama called me
Well,
Cheese.
yeah, my mom, she called me by my middle name a lot though.
Yeah.
But me and my father, we're the same name though. So
Okay.
yeah, it's
That makes
understandable.
sense. Lacey, I
But yeah,
just didn't know you
man.
was a
You know,
Yeah,
it's only
I'm a junior.
sassy.
yeah, only
Junior,
child,
you know.
only child.
That's
But
a good
we got some. I think we got some good topics, guys. We got some good topics.
We do.
Young and
I really don't know
done.
how I want to
I
open up, but I
agree.
guess we just go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes of everything. Let's go ahead. We can talk about Field Boy, AE Anthony Edwards. That's his boy right there.
Hey,
Uh,
10 toes, man.
okay. Stay 10 toes, dog. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you can be 10 toes. Yeah. I got you. I
Uh,
got you. So, pretty much, it's been reported that Anthony Edwards has went ahead and paid the full amount for the 18 years with Aisha Howard, the baby mother that he had the kid with recently. Pretty much, he's already open, and she's been open in explaining that he really doesn't want to be in the child's life. He didn't want her to have the baby to begin with. He was pushing for her to go ahead and get an abortion for the child, but she decided to keep it. And so, in other words, what we decided to do was pay those 18 months up out front. So, we don't have to make this just strictly about Anthony Edwards, but I guess how do y'all feel in terms of what do you want to say? Paying the full child support on the front end. How do we feel about that? Where it's like, in a situation where it's like I'm paying the full, but I'm also not going to be in the child's life, because that's pretty much what the situation is.
I mean, that's a real sticky situation to be in. First off, I didn't even know that you could just pay all, but
I
however
didn't know
much.
that either.
I didn't know you could pay the whole amount up front. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a situation like that, I think I'd rather do that instead of having some get took out of my check every month. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That way, anything after that, after I pay everything up front, anything after that, they don't have to come from me. I already paid it up. So the baby mama shouldn't be calling or texting me talking about, hey, kid need this. If the kid needs something, let him text me. I don't need her texting my phone talking about, hey, I need this, that, and the third. I can, you know what I'm saying? I can talk to the child, but also with the situation where Anthony Edwards is saying, look, I don't want the child, and I'm not gonna be in the child. Like, here's the million up front. Me personally, if you have a child, you got an obligation. You know what I'm saying? Now, staying out of the kid's life, I'm not gonna agree with that. I feel like that's messed up. I'm not agreeing with that. But what I will say is, I'm kind of on the Anthony Edwards side of, yeah, I paid up front. Hey, let me know how much it is up front. I got it. Cool. Especially if I got it and I know I'm not gonna be hurting afterwards, then yeah, I don't really see too much wrong with that. It's the part that I think everybody got a problem with is that he don't want to be in the child's life, even though it takes two to tango. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the issue everybody got a problem with. I don't think they have an issue with him paying the child support up front, because he's paying the child support, so she gonna be good. The child gonna be good. And he paying like $1 million some dollars, $1.8 million for the child support. So that's my take on it.
Well, I feel like, I have two opinions on it. One being, she knew what she was getting herself into, because it's not like it was ever a secret. Like, I feel like these women think that they can convince men, and now you got yourself and an innocent child like involved in it. Like, you placed the baby in that situation. So when everybody, like, he's wrong, da 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 da. But he told her, and his tone has been the same since day one. Like we talk about all the time. Yeah, it do take two to tango, but at some point, as a woman, like you need to just be like, wake up and smell the roses. I don't know.
Mm.
If it was me in the situation, I
Right, right,
probably, yeah, moral type of deal. But first of all, I'm not having no baby for nobody that don't even want me to have a baby. Like I'm setting myself up for failure. I'm setting my kid up for
Ooh.
so many other hardships, and I feel like on her end it was selfish. Like I really do feel like she used it as a ticket. Now, is he dead wrong? Yeah, because the baby's innocent in all this. But at the
right.
same time, like his tune has been the entire time. I never wanted a baby with you. Like
Mm-hmm.
that was never the plan.
The glove on.
And she said, "Well, you got me pregnant, so this, that, and the third, and now you no."
Yeah.
He's right for how he's going about the situation, and I think there's more to the story because he is real adamant about like not being present. But what really just took me over the edge with the whole situation is him signing away his rights. He is like, no, sir, Rebob. I don't want no parts of it. Like, are you that bad of a woman? Like, what's going on? I just feel like
It's something else going
there
on.
is something. There's more. Like, and then she's the baby's baby mama, and I do remember her being like very messy when him and Jada was, a whole thing or
Hmm.
whatever. So she's never been really like, I've never really been a fan of her, to be real. But there's more to it. Like there's no way that he's really going out of his way. I just don't think that he's that big of a butthole. Like I mean, dudes can be assholes, but like there is so much. There's more to it. There is no reason that he is dead. He don't want to deal with you so bad that he went ahead and paid it out.
Mm.
Aisha, what are you doing? Like, th-
Hey, right.
I'm pretty sure there's more to it. Why he literally said, he don't want a baby with her. Like, I don't want to be involved with you. He don't want nothing to do with you.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Mm. I think I think she
It's
want the
something else
fame
going.
too. I think she want the fame and want to be back
Yeah, she
relevant.
thought she hit a lick again.
Yeah,
She thought she
and
hit a lick, and
and,
it
and
backfired
so,
on her.
I can't believe Phil that you really. I mean, don't get me wrong about his about how he do on the basketball
Right.
court. He's a phenomenal basketball player, but his off the court issues is getting to be well known now. That he show a nonchalant attitude towards a lot of things, in especially with women. This dude here, he really lost his mind.
Right.
Like I can't believe Phil, you ain't saying nothing about this.
What are we talking about?
But
I don't
isn't
care.
this
I
like
don't
his
care.
third baby?
Third, fourth
Yeah.
baby, fourth
Like
baby.
Okay, so time
it's
out.
like it's
Look,
No. Let me say, I don't care if you don't. Like y'all said, it takes two to tango. But
uh-huh.
this baby didn't ask to be here. If he didn't want a baby, he shouldn't. Like I said prior, he shouldn't stick it in raw,
Right, right.
and he should have
You
pulled
you
out. And he should have
real
pulled
quick,
out.
just to give context, you are an
Firm
animate.
believer,
Yeah, there we go.
firm believer. So when she said I have a baby, his first mind was, hey, go to the pink house or go to the boy get abortion. And she like, no, this is my rights. No. And he said it again. And she was like, no. So he said, all right, I'm gonna show you. So when the baby came, he didn't go to the birth of the child, none of that. He just said, where the papers at, put me on paper, I'm gonna play a friend. Because he got it like that. He
Right.
probably used his Adidas endorsement to pay that. He ain't had to touch his salary,
It was like a
but
million, one
a
point
million,
two
a
some
million some
million.
at
change.
one point, he got that off
But just
endorsements.
like you said, Lacey, just like it's her choice. Everybody out here in the uproar like he did wrong, but that's his choice too. Like if he told you, you can't force nobody to do nothing that they don't want to do. You chose to
Exactly.
keep the baby. Okay, so now you deal
But
with it.
the baby
And
gonna
and
get
you're
older and ask where my daddy
well,
at. And
and that's on the mama to explain because she had so many opportunities, so many choices. And I get it, she didn't want to get rid of her baby. Cool. Nobody is telling you what to do, but you also have to understand the consequences that are gonna come with what you chose to do.
Exactly.
Like
And see,
it's not all on him. Like, yeah, he do play a part, but like he paid his money out. He said, you know what, it's mine. He ain't denied when his
But
baby.
like
he
I said,
denied. He
the
just
baby
paid
gonna
him
get
But he
out.
said
older.
he don't want no parts of it.
The
But
baby
my
gonna get
thing
older.
He
Where
don't
my
want
daddy? When my daddy gave him more
he paid the
kids.
money
And
up front.
so
he
what if she
did
go
his
to the
part.
day basketball game? This is an example.
Exactly,
This
Brad.
is an
He
example.
did his part.
This is
He
an
did
He
his
example.
did
part.
his part.
When the
So
baby get
The
so
older,
kid,
and
the
when the baby
kid
get
should be good. When we talk about financially taking care of the child, I think $1 million most definitely is good enough for that kid to make it through 18 years.
so that's why I was gonna go with it. So do we feel like $1 million is good for 18?
yeah,
Yes,
yeah. If
if
the
But
mama
if
don't
he not
spend
out
it,
here
if the
blowing
mama don't
it,
spend it on other
hey,
bull
look,
crap,
sure, if
thank
she
you.
use
Which is
that money
which is
to
what she
raise
what
the
her
child,
why I
then
feel like her thing backfired on her, because she thought that she was gonna be able to have some type of leverage. No, he said I'm gonna put a nail in the coffin on it. She thought she had a
Basically,
ticket.
residual income come in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she thought she had a ticket. Yeah, jokes on you, shorty. That's what you get.
if she need to put that in a trust fund for her baby to touch it at a certain
And
age,
yeah,
she don't need to spend
if
it
the
all
baby,
up.
if it was really about the baby, it'll show in due time. It'll show. It
True.
won't ever come back up again, because you're all in the blogs about this, that, and the third with the whole baby situation and calling other women stupid. But how are you any better? Like, are you dumb?
I think she ran out of money, little baby money too, and she just looking for another
She
smart
was
installment.
looking for a handout.
the truth
Yeah,
gonna come out because if they go broke and she's still asking for Anthony Edwards some more money, then it wasn't him. It was
he
a
ain't
reason
getting it
why
to
he
her.
wanted to be a part of it.
But this my thing. When she get
So
older and Anthony Edwards come to Atlanta, and she be like, "That's my daddy," and can I meet my daddy? And he gonna be like, "No." That's gonna be messed.
so so yeah. Let
You
me
gotta
let
win.
me hop in real. Let me hop in real quick with, because I think we somewhat on accord with. It seems like the majority be leaning towards it's cool with the front end payment of paying the child support.
Right.
Now I do feel like guys that are paying child support and are able to, they should probably take a page out of the book in terms of paying on the front end, because man, to go ahead and knock that out, because that's a bill. That's a bill right there. Get that, do 18, dog, 12 months. 18, 12 months.
He set an example for future celebrities to do that
I
too.
mean,
But
that's why I don't see an issue with it. If I got it like
but I think what my issue with it is it's not the way that he did it, it's why he did it, if that makes sense. He's doing it to say, I don't call me, leave me alone. I don't want no dealings with the kid. That's just what I mean. Let's just keep it black and white. That's what he said. If this is true, he's saying, "Hey, I'm cool. I'm cool on the kid. You know what I'm saying? You got the bread, cool. We can go ahead and get about it." As far as I know, I don't know the little. You know, that's just what it is, and I think that's where my problem comes in on this is like I get it, and I'm pretty sure it's 100,000 guys in the world where they wish they could pay on the front end and say, "Hey, don't call me no more." But
right.
a lot of guys weren't planning to have the child, or especially with whoever that baby mother is, because they know who the baby mother is. But they sucked it up, put on their big boy pants. You know what I'm saying? They got to work, had a responsibility. You know, and especially with, I guess, with him being an NBA player and, you know, he's still a role model towards certain kids. Like, you know,
Yeah.
What does that impact look like if that child is able to have in his life? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's built-in trauma now onto the child. He's gonna have you know, personal dealings in terms of his father then, because of not being able to be, or even if when he gets older he's learning about all this information, like, oh, pops just threw this brick because
I think
he
it's
ain't
a
trying to
little
deal with
girl,
me.
if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
well, girl,
I think
either
it's a
way,
little girl.
like, you know, like that type of trauma and stuff like that, just to hear that type of information coming in once you like get of
That
age.
baby gonna be like, I wasn't worthy for my father, and that's sad.
like that's where I think I have a problem with this. Like, and I think, like, I get the point where, like, hey, I've explained to you multiple times, I don't want to have a kid with you. Yes, I did mess up and on the front end, but I'm just saying I'm not ready. And I do think more women should pay attention on those messages when they send out messages and are really animate about that. But due to the fact of her choosing, because at the end of the day, it's still her body, it's still her choice. No matter what the reasoning behind it is, it's still her choice. And so, I just think you guys still take responsibility. Is all I'm saying. I feel like you still got to take responsibility in terms of the child.
And when it comes to that, I'm 100% agreeing with you. I think Anthony Edwards should be taking care of the child because as a man, that's what you're supposed to do. You know what you're getting yourself into when you do all that. You go in raw, you keep it in. You got a chance you might have a kid in 9 months. You know what I'm saying? But
hey man, 15 minutes of fun can turn 18 years old.
He enjoyed that pleasure, so he should have took care of his responsibilities.
It take one pump. I'm saying you got one pump jump shot.
Right.
I'm just being real.
Yeah.
He enjoyed that. It felt good. Now he need to take care of responsibilities.
When it comes to that, man, and you're supposed to take care of the kid, but for you to kind of cover it up, or not even cover it up, but to make things a little bit easier for her and the kid, since you ain't gonna be in the life, you paid that money up front.
And feel
that's real. I'm glad you did that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure at least if you ain't gonna take care of the kid, you don't want to be in his life, make sure they straight. Because at the end of the day, regardless if you want to claim it or not, that's your kid now. You know what I'm saying? DNA test, part of that is from you. You feel me? So on that aspect, you got a responsibility as a man to take care of that kid. But you paid it up front, and you already let her know beforehand she still wanted to have the kid afterwards, and she knew this ahead of time, then hey, what else can I do? You already knew what it was. So it ain't like I'm lying to you. I'm keeping everything real. If you want to act delusional, then who fault that is? Not mine.
Right.
What the world is Anthony Edwards' family at telling him you wrong for this? Like they don't want to say nothing to his ass because they know he gonna cut their ass off. So that's one thing. Like, dude, you wrong.
He's not doing that.
That's what I'm saying. His mama ain't gonna say nothing because she don't want to get cut off.
His mama not gonna say
nothing.
His mother has passed.
His mother has passed.
His sister takes care of him.
Sisters, brothers, they ain't saying nothing because they don't want to get cut off.
But look, check this out. You also got to understand, man, Anthony Edwards grew up just like us. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have it all until he made it. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know his full situation on how he grew up. So the things that's going on, this might be just off what he just know. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to knock him. I wish he has a good role model that can show him the right path.
Right.
You know
but see, we can't say that. Anthony Edwards has plenty. He has plenty of role models.
Exactly.
He has plenty of role models.
If he chooses not to listen, or he chooses to do his own thing, that's on him.
Yeah, this is a choice strictly on him. I think plenty of people have probably sat him down, talked to him on many occasions. I just think he chooses to do what he want to do. At the end of the day, I mean, at the end of the day, he's a grown man.
I said they want their money to roll in too, so they ain't gonna say nothing to his ass. That's facts.
I feel again, like I said, for him to be so adamant, like you said, he know what he doing. There has to be like more to it. Like I'm not saying that he right, but there is something else. Like I feel like there's something else that's gonna come out that comes with it to make it all make sense. Because for you to be like, I'm telling you, I don't want a kid with you, and she's. I don't know. It's just something is off about the whole situation in its entirety, because for him to be so adamant about it, like what we not seeing, like what we don't know that got him so. For you to pay your child support up front, my guy, you really have a strong disdain for her. Like you really do not get down with her. Why?
No, at all.
What is it?
But I mean,
is she or does she have a? What is it? It's something else.
I mean, on this front though, we really don't know if there are others in this same situation. even in terms of him. We don't know this of that same type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems as though this is a reoccurring thing for him because he has like I think 3 or 4 children. I think it's 3 for me. I think I know it's 3. I don't know if it's 4 or not. But
Ain't no
obviously, obviously,
he's a
leaving
habitual offender.
him. You know, that's just what it is. So, I mean, be careful who you lay down with.
I don't know.
That's really what it is. Be careful who you lay down with. And guys, sometimes
that's just what it come down to, bro.
Hey, but yeah, the other thing is, man, if you know it's just gonna be a couple times and that's it, hey, wrap it up or pull out. You know what I'm saying? You want to decide to not wrap it up, pull out.
Some guys can't. Some guys can't.
Like,
just leave it in.
In this situation, we all like, everybody handle your business. Well, I mean, in a sense, he did handle his responsibility. Like
that's what I'm trying to get at. Is he did?
So it's just kind of like, is he really wrong? Or is he really right? Like he's dead wrong. He's dead wrong. Like this is your kid. This your seed. Like this baby didn't do nothing to you. Like you can dislike the mama and still be present with it. Y'all want the man to take care of his kid, but it
seemed like it's mixed. It's mixed on because on the front end he really can say, "Hey, I got the bread. It's in there. Cool."
I did. I did my part.
Like, you gonna make sure my kid good? Cool. Here, sign a dotted line. Give it a check.
But she's upset, and like everybody else in the world that has a heart, it's kind of like, but it's an innocent baby. Like this baby ain't did nothing to you, bro. Like it's that serious. But he like, but I did my part.
I think we gotta take in. I think we gotta go ahead and inquire that maybe it's not like on no crazy stuff in terms of money. She may want to have a relationship with him, is what it could possibly be. She may just want to have.
There is something else. It is something else that
and we got and this goes into something else, and we gotta know. We don't know what all went forth during that tenure. Dreams could have been sold. And
them dream sellers always it'll catch you in the end.
This man has a girlfriend.
You know how that can go, Realspill.
He was messing with somebody else's man. She was messing with somebody else's man.
Every time.
He was messing with somebody else's man. No.
It don't matter though. It don't matter.
She is too old. She is too old. You are a grown woman.
They will sell you a dream in a heartbeat.
Man, I think he was straightforward. I think he was straightforward for you. He already know he was cheating. He don't care.
He's gonna tell him what he wants.
Thank you. You knew what you was getting yourself into. You knew who you was dealing with from jump. So
right.
Still though, Red. If I'm treating another young lady,
she's too old to not be well aware of what's going on. She in the industry. Come on now.
I don't think age matters. I don't think I don't think it matters. I think it's if we engage in how we engage in, if it's already like that, plus now I'm giving you certain affirmations of, hey, I want you to be, you with me. This is it. This is what we're doing.
That's a true words.
Bump that.
She thought the baby was gonna keep him.
Bump that. I think he got done.
Yeah, she may have thought that baby was gonna keep him.
Bump that.
He's delusional because he told her from jump when he found out about the baby, he didn't want her. Or
he probably, bro, when she told him, and for all we know, she could have been saying, "Hey, I'm on the pill, wooty woo,"
She probably lied.
And you got people like that too.
My point is there is something else. If he did sell her a dream, she knew she was aside from jump.
Right.
Simple. She knew what she was getting herself to. So again, this is still gonna fall on her.
She delusional.
She gotta live with
I'm not saying I'm not trying to relinquish. I'm not trying to relinquish her of her part in it. Like at the end of the day, I think it's still 50-50 though. But I'm just saying, in certain aspects, I'm just try to see it through her point of view. And I think that's on the table.
She had hit a lick, and
dreams
she thought she hit a lick. And
she ran out of
she ran out of the little baby. I feel like that was the easier. I feel like that's the easier route, and that's probably the most likely one. But I'm just giving off a second perspective where we've seen a lot. We've all seen instances where them dreams that got sold, and that head get gone, and that vision get blurred. You know, and we blur
For
the
the baby,
lines, and we just think what we want to think when in terms of certain situations. And sometimes them type of situations lead to that. And because you just sold them dreams, now you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta lay in the bed that you made, you know?
Every time. And I'm trying to tell you, when you sell dreams, it happens like that every single time. I ain't think I
that's
seen it one time
delusional.
when somebody sold a dream and they ain't kept
Where it worked out. I ain't never seen it work out all the way. So
I
that
just,
dream.
I just seen it with my own eyes.
That's where it worked out.
Yeah. It was on them that
That's
they didn't want to.
delusional.
It was on them that they didn't want to make it
She's
happen.
delusional,
Make it
and
count.
her scheme backfired.
Woo!
That's free game.
Woo! Free game, right? Okay.
Free game.
It's free
All
game.
right, y'all. We gonna move on.
It was on them why they didn't work out.
We'll stay on the NBA week. How we feel about Ja getting fined, say 5K. Apparently he's been doing the gun gestures for about 2-3 games now.
The whole year.
It seemed like apparently he said he's not gonna stop. So you know what we feel about this with Ja, man. I know Phil that ain't your boy.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy. You know, he went Ant-Man. That's my boy, Ja Wick. So that's my boy. So
yeah, how about
Ja
Alex? We'll let you start off.
Man, Ja's a
He
damn
don't give
fool.
a damn.
Ja's a damn fool. We all know that. We know he got some loose screws in his head, and we know T. Morant want to live his dream too. But I feel like he been doing it all year. Like the only reason they said something because Draymond Green, they was on national TV, and Draymond Green said something because we was getting on their ass. Point blank period. They lost. I know they lost, but at that point it was getting on their butt, and Draymond Green was just instigating. So he ain't the only. Ja Morant started the little trigger finger and 3 signs.
He don't do this. He do this.
He do that. He do this. He do a lot of stuff.
He do that Kyrie Lacey. He do that Kyrie Lacey.
But look, he been doing that all year long, and he ain't the only one. He ain't the only one that does that. They only penalizing him because he had prior situations that he put a gun out on IG Live and in clubs that caused him to get suspended, and putting that as a negative influence to him. But I know a plethora of guys that do that. Your boy Phil Mikal Bridges started in the finals. Ain't nobody saying nothing.
Mikal Bridges is not my boy.
And I remember back in the day when Russell Westbrook was Russell Westbrook, he used to do that and do that as well.
That's not a gun sign.
And it's a different I ain't gonna lie. It's a different time though. It's different times. But you go ahead.
Like guys in the league and in college basketball does it as well, but they want to put the blame on Ja Morant, and he got to be the one to get penalized for it. If he has to pay $75,000, the other guys have to as well. Because I know for a certain Ja ain't gonna stop till they gonna probably suspend him. The next time it's gonna be $100K. Then it's gonna be another offense. The price go up until he eventually gets suspended. But he ain't doing no harm. It's other guys in the league that did way worse than Ja Morant. And let's just be real.
Right. Let's be real. Let's be real. Ja is what we like to call a wannabe thug. Okay, he's a wannabe. The last instance, this man is on IG Live with a little peach suit acting like he tough. Ja Morant, you are not tough. I don't know where you got that from. I know your dad did not teach you that. Your dad didn't teach you that. You want to do what everybody else do. And then my thing is it's so many people that want to put Ja Morant on this pedestal. He's the role model. Face of the league. This, that, the third. But he ain't a good role model.
And you think it is?
That's the same with your boy. That's the same with Anthony Edwards too, though. It's the same with Anthony Edwards.
Hey, look, check this out.
It's the same, but it's the same with both of them. But that's why I have a problem with both.
Okay,
I got a problem with both in terms of that. I hate that.
You are 100% right. Both situations, it's kind of the same. You understand? But Ja Morant, he thinks that he can do whatever he wants and don't get no consequences behind it. He go to the game. He want to talk smack to everybody. He want to give guys little bumps like he's strong and tough. When dog, I'm telling you right now, you're not even top 5. You feel me?
What?
You're
He's
even
not.
top
What?
He's
5.
not. He's not.
What?
He's not.
You're not
That's
even top
blasphemy.
5.
That's
And you're
blasphemy.
Y'all
acting,
finna piss Lacey out.
He's
and you're
not.
acting like you're one of the, and you're acting like you're one of the guys. Okay, cool. You hit a little game with a cool, but guess what? When the A, when you hopefully you get the AC. If
Right.
not, you out of here. You understand what
Man,
I'm
you mean
talking
to
about?
say 6 seed?
No, because he in the Grizzlies in the play-in. The
Right.
Grizzlies
Right.
in the
Right.
play-in,
Because
and if
number
they got to
16
be
right there, it's a tie.
and if the Grizzlies are if the Grizzlies are the AC, guess who they got to see?
Your boys.
You might as well pack them up then. You know what time it is.
I
You know
don't.
what
I
time it
don't.
is.
I don't.
Like I said, John Morant thinks he's top 5, so he can do what he wants. He think he can do. He think he can act like Steph and get away with shit. No, you can't get away with nothing because you already got that target on your back from the last instance, and then
So
you
yeah.
done.
So yeah. Let me hop in real quick on that. I will say I agree on that front. I do think, and I think this is a lot of time we're coming to players where they've solidified themselves a little bit and they run with it and they feel like, all right, I'm LeBron, I'm Steph,
They're
I'm KD,
untouchable, huh?
I can do what they do. But guys ain't even put the type of time in yet to be able to even look into doing that type of stuff. But in terms of just the gun gesture, as kind of Phil said at the end, if you already have a target on your back with something that's somewhat similar or dealing in terms of that, you got to be mindful of that. Like, you just got to be smarter. Like, is that fair? Is it not fair? I mean, to each his own. But at the end of the day, we all know life ain't fair. Like, that's just what it is. And if I'm a repeat offender of something, I got to know already in my mind that, okay, anything like this that'll bring their memories back to that instance, I should probably stay away from that. And so I think that's on that front is where it feels as though people are saying, like, why is this not getting through to him yet? And I think first of all, I think that face of the league, I think that's over. I think that's over.
I don't think
It's been
so.
over.
I think that's over. And I know they still trying to push for Ant, but I think to me, I think that's over for him too.
Ant don't even
But what I is like, and then you look at his play, like Ja ain't had just the greatest year this year.
Exactly.
And I think that also was displayed because of that. Like, I don't know. We gotta stop trying to, I guess, be a part of the culture, in a sense where we want to be a part of the culture, and so we can get wrapped around and people can cling to us because of whatever this may be. But I think he needs to get out of Memphis. I do think he needs to get out of Memphis. I think the environment
I was literally just about to say
that ain't for him.
He is starting to think that he is something that he's not because of where he is and what he's surrounding himself
Exactly.
with. It's going to his head. And like I have said, like, you already have a target on your back. Why don't you just get something down? It's like it's not clicking in his head. But I just truly think that he's young and turned. Like,
yeah.
And most of the young generation, and not saying that he's extremely young, but we've talked about the maturity levels of men on the flip side of women. But sometimes it takes, you really crashing out for it to click for some guys. And I think Josh is one of those guys. Like, the first time you would have thought, like, I'm surprised. I think it's quite funny because, like, bruh, like, here we go again. Like, you already have built this representation of that you don't care, the rules don't apply to you, this, that, and the third. So now you just, on the same token, like you said, you got a target on your back, and they're gonna watch everything you do. So that's why, yeah, Lacey, other people are doing it, but this man just had to pay a fine already for this same thing. It's like, have you not learned your lesson? No, he has not, and I don't think that he cares. Like,
and I mean, when you pops your homeboy, it's hard to listen to that.
We've already given you a second chance. Like, now, now this is your second chance, and this is what you do with your second chance.
When your pops is your homeboy, it's not gonna work. You know,
I really don't know. I really don't know what's wrong.
A lot ain't gonna resonate when pops is
no.
Is we catching the work together. That ain't gonna work out. and it's just what it is.
He got T. Morant living the NBA life. He got T. Morant living the NBA lifestyle as well, bro.
I think we got a clip of the gun gesture too before we close this out. Danny J, you wanna pop that up if you got that?
I really don't know what T. Morant got to hold his son accountable, bro. But shoot, I think he out of control too. T. Morant out of control too.
Yeah, he is.
The only one got some civilized his mama. They said his sister got out of control at Valley. That's why she left.
Do we got the yes. Is a clip gonna play?
You gotta bring the rest of the family in there like that.
There is she left. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
There it is.
That's exactly what we do.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
What you say? What are you doing now?
Can you pause that real quick too? I mean, Danny J. Look.
Oh, get to where he
Yeah, please get to where he's showing that pose.
posted off the other day.
You don't see nothing wrong with that.
I guarantee you, a youngster doing it too.
I think
he didn't clutch it there.
He's pulling it like this, like
they do it in.
That is what we call a extended A. That's like you got an AR or something. And
yes.
Lacey, for you to say that
I think because of his past and what level he's playing on, it is inappropriate. Now, high school kids, they do that all the time. You know, we don't think
they're not supposed to go.
Whatever. But John, you can't.
He's a role model. When you have
you
millions
are a role model.
you can't do that.
You know, guys, JPS doing it.
That's JPS. We're talking about a guy that has millions of viewers watching him. The kids are buying. He like ain't. He like top 10 in jersey sales or something. Kids are buying jersey sales. They're watching and that's what
they're wearing his shoes.
And that's the trickle. And that's the trick. And that's the trickle down effect. That's the trickle down effect of where. And I think Nike. I'm pretty sure soon he gonna lose.
Nike love it too.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Numbers. It's doing numbers.
I don't think so. But that's the trickle down.
So you also got to think about where Ja is. He's in Memphis. You cannot do that, and you out there in Memphis. Like you just can't.
He's untouchable in Memphis. They know he's off limits.
But the thing is, you are representing Memphis. You cannot do that.
That's right.
He's not just Ja. Like you are representing the NBA. You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
Their environment, because them
folks is not on. Exactly.
And real quick, before we close this out though, where did all this gun justice come from? I don't remember doing this back when we were playing sports like that. Exactly. I'm sorry, I don't remember ever being like.
I've never. That's that Fortnite. That's that Fortnite justice after you shoot somebody. Yeah. That's what it is.
At most, you had the little the arrow. That was it. You didn't have.
I'm gonna be real. Shooting a three and then pointing a gun at me like that, I ain't gonna take that lightly. And guys that I done hoop with, they know that.
You going to their face on. You going to their face on.
That's just like with football too. Don't feel somebody catch like Kyrie Lace. He scored touch.
Shooting at me like that. Hey, I'm gonna walk up on you. I'm gonna walk up on you.
Kyron, it's when the camera get that close to him. It's when he want to point at the camera.
And all that came to him. Now he fighting for a spot in the NFL.
But
let's not talk about
it. Yeah,
man. I don't think
crazy times.
Yeah, we wasn't doing it to get yourself turned up, bro. Like a gun. No.
Yeah.
You ain't see nothing wrong with it though.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, but shoot. I mean, everybody in the league doing it. They're going to find everybody. Or like they did to wipe your nose in the NFL, they got this bandit.
It's over. You can't do it no more.
And who did the wipe your nose? It's your boy Thug. Your boy Thug.
Holding the gun? I don't think I've seen anybody else doing that. And I don't think I've seen nobody do that. Like nobody's doing that but Josh.
Nobody's
Josh young boy, and that's why he's in trouble again.
I haven't seen that in high school. I haven't seen kids pull out, they point the extendo. Yeah, I ain't seen that either.
I guarantee you, youngsters doing it in high school.
This is not high school.
You're right.
Lacey, we just talked about that. That's not appropriate in the NBA.
And we I mean, I don't think we had to have a conversation of when you're a certain amount of money, certain things that
Certain
normal
things you
people do,
cannot
you
do.
can't do anymore. You know what I'm
And
saying?
it's
Like it's
conversation. It should be something you should know, but we got guys in the world who don't give a. You know what I'm saying?
like,
Like
you know what I'm
that.
saying? Like, hey, you got to move a lot differently once you making millions of dollars.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's
The
a
Yeah.
hard
NBA thing
So,
it's gone. It's gone.
If I'm Ja, you got
And I'm gonna
five
be
cents.
honest, I ain't. If me not holding up the gun just is to keep me from is to keep me to keep my millions, I'm keeping it. I'm not. I'm cool on it. I'm not.
right.
Hey,
If I'm Ja, I'm donating 75,000 to gun violence as well. So to make sure the NBA know that he's trying to do something right. You know
right,
what I'm
right.
saying?
He
I
shouldn't have
think
done
I
it in the beginning.
we
I
don't.
don't
think
think
Adam
he
Silver's getting real tired
very
too. I
rude.
think.
He
But
really trying to play.
let's get
He
to
really playing Adam Silver like he a little bro,
yeah. I think Adam
That's
finna
a
turn to
long
David
night
Stern
to
on
me.
him real.
Like they little
He's
bro.
been turning to David Stern on him real soon. But let's get the music, man. Let's get the music. We got some tours coming up. Chris Brown, he dropped the dates.
Period.
I'm not fully knowledgeable on the Chris Brown. I think I'm gonna let Red take over a little bit. You know, tell us a little details
So
of what's going
anyways,
on.
they've been playing with Chris for all these many years. They've denied him being in the Super Bowl one too many times. And he said, okay, well, I got a trick for you. And this year it'll be the 20th anniversary. So he named it Breezy Bowl. So
I
last
didn't
year
even
was
know that.
speculations that it was gonna be like, basically like an Eras type of tour. Like he finna rock out. Like as he
Yeah.
should, because I feel like everybody picks and chooses when they want to deal with Chris. And yeah, he in his youthful years, had some controversy, around his name. But I feel like he's earned his spot. Okay. Like put some respect on the man's name. And honestly, I'm excited for the tour. Like it's
You got your
breezy.
tickets. You got your
You
tickets.
don't worry about if I got my tickets. Okay. Just know I'm excited to see him. I think that it's gonna be a great show. This man is a hell of a performer. Okay. I did see people saying like, one of the conversations that I know on Twitter was about like trying to compare him to Beyonce and like why is his
He's a better
people
performer
feel
than Beyonce. He's a better
yeah,
performer than Beyonce. No,
is what was being said.
it's for me. Chris Brown to me is in terms of performance. To me, it's really him and Mike in terms of that like performance.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I'm just being real.
Right. I'm 100% agreeing with that.
And
I'm with you on that. I think that he's a
Usher and
hell of
them
a
other
performer.
guys.
And I think that his
I,
ticket sales show that. But what really just sends me is everybody claims they hate Chris so bad, but his tour is gonna be sold out.
sold out every time.
Yeah, he
He made.
bad.
I can't remember how much they said he made off the last one. But
I
he
don't
made like a whole.
either. Probably
He in the
Yeah,
back row. He in the
enough
back row.
to retire.
You see,
I
he
would-
doing it
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
You see, he doing it again. So,
Yeah. So
and he give them ladies a VIP access. So
yeah,
guys,
how we feeling about that? Like the meet and greets, man. How we feel? They like $1,000, I think, ain't it? Ain't it like $1,000 for the meet and
these
greet?
women losing their mind on that.
And they're paying that. They're paying that.
as they
So,
should, it's Chris Brown.
Miss Red, did you pay for your VIP as well?
No, I did not.
But
No, I did not.
these women losing their mind.
So guys, how we feeling about that in terms of I sent my girl off to Chris Brown, she with her friends or whatever. They got the meet and greets. Now, if I'm paying for the meet and greets, so I don't know. I mean, I guess it'd be different if you paying for it or she paying for the meet and greets. But even if she paying for the meet and greets, let's just say she paid for it. You come out and you see a picture now, him with his arm wrapped around her, and she cheesing or whatever, and he cheesing beside her on their shoulder or something like that, or he giving her a kiss on the forehead or whatever.
I mean, I know that's her fantasy. I know that's her fantasy, but she ain't. But I know one thing for certain, two things for sure. She ain't going home with him. She going back home with me. So let her have a little fantasy and a little dream.
All I got is one question.
She lay in the bed with me at night.
All I got is one question. Is she gonna let me go to a Rihanna concert and she got VIP meet and greet and I get to grab on Rihanna's ass while she hugging me, and I take a picture. She gonna let me do that. Because if she gonna let me do that, then hell yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and meet and greet with Chris Brown. Because I'm going to the concert. Matter of fact, I'm going to that Lotto concert and I'm gonna show my ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm with you, Realspill. I'm with you.
Exactly. So if you ain't gonna let me go out by myself with the guys and go do this meet and greet with this concert with Rihanna, then shit, you know I ain't gonna let you go.
I'll say this before Red jump in. I give another guy perspective. I feel like, okay, I understand. You know, this is someone that you like, music, you can create through all that stuff. But some of the meet and greet pictures, they get a little disrespectful to me. I think it's a respect thing. I think one, it's a respect thing, and two, like the one last year with a dude, I think he left the girl off of the picture because she took, like, I think he was behind her or whatever. I think sometimes what that tells me is,
no more
okay,
roads.
If you go off on a trip and you run in name of his crew and he down, you gonna do whatever. That's what that gives me a little bit, is like, you gonna do whatever. If it come down to that situation where it's an opportunity position, you gonna take it. And I can't trust that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't trust that now. You've showed me now a little glimpse of what this could turn into. And I might be going overboard with it, but hey, that's just what it is for me. I'm sorry. That's just what it is.
I 100% agree with you. I can't trust you. And obviously, if you won't let me go to a Rihanna concert and let me grab on her ass and take a picture and then post it, then what makes you think that I'm gonna be cool with it too? That's what I want to know.
But see, they don't think about that though, Phil. They don't switch it around.
They only think about themselves, and then they're the same ones that's calling us selfish.
Selfish, insecure. God, you don't trust me. All that type of stuff.
Yeah, I'm talking about mind blown, dog. Seriously.
They showing their ass. They showing your ass while you at home waiting for them to come back.
You don't trust me. Why are you insecure? It's just a picture. All that type of stuff.
But if it's the
now she going viral.
And you see me grabbing on this motherfucker ass, and you know I'm on it. Hey, come on now. Hey, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, you understand? That's all I'm saying. Oh man.
Red, how you feel? How you feel about it?
I think if you know your partner, it shouldn't be no beef. You're saying you go to a Rihanna or a Lotto concert, gripping all on a. I don't know. I personally probably wouldn't be mad. Lotto's a bad bitch, so I mean, but again, it just kind of go back to like the boundaries you set, and I don't think. Yon, you said something, and I kind of disagree with you on it. Like you were saying, oh, you take this picture, and it's like a glimpse of what it could be. But like, I just feel like it go back to knowing your partner. Like, if you think that your girl going, she shouldn't be your girl. Okay, Cause I'm not about to be like cool with. I don't know. I feel like you can't say that's you can say whatever you want to say, but to say that, oh, she took a picture like this, like, you know, that some poses do get a little outlandish.
Respect.
Not gonna lie, but like at the same time, I think it's
take the picture. Just respect me when you take the picture.
Thanks.
Okay.
Respect your partner.
I don't know though. Like, I just feel like it's just a pic. Like it's Chris Brown.
But Red, what I'm saying is, like, it's not even on the front of you can even still not even, guys we've seen so many things now where your girl might not even give off that she's going, and she might not even be going. But for Chris Brown, if she doing all that, she'll do it. Like, and there's probably some real stories where a girl where she ain't going, but that one time where she was out with her friends in Miami, and it wasn't what it was. You know, like that just. It ain't about not knowing if your girl is going or not. It's just the situation. And I think that's what it is. Like, it's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust the situation. If that makes sense. Okay. That's where I'm coming from with it. Like, you know, that's.
I don't know. I think it's I keep looking.
But I think it's deeper. I think it comes from like. It's just so toxic and it's just so mistrusting where it's just, man, it's a lot of lies and a lot of cover-ups going on where it's just hard to really see to know, is this real or this not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just
Situation.
yeah.
It was a sticky situation. And with that, y'all both gotta honestly, it needs to be an understanding. If my girl tell me she going to Chris Brown concert and she doing a meet and greet, like she need to tell me, like, I'm not gonna be on that. I'm gonna take my picture. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just like Yara said, don't disrespect. Because then if you disrespect, I'm telling you now, me personally, I'm gonna go out there and do my thing since we out here doing whatever the fuck we want to do. I'm gonna do my own.
See, and that's it right there, though. That's it right there. You want to do what you want to do, but when it comes to me, I can't do what I want to do. That's
exactly
what it is right there.
But you got a problem when I'm doing with the same shit you do.
That's it right.
That right there, man.
Yeah.
That's where you gotta draw a line, Phil.
That's where you gotta put your
Phil
foot
said
down.
not
Phil.
him,
You
not
gotta
him,
put your
but-
foot down.
Okay, and so what is the difference in this? Say some people are, and there are some people I feel like that they have this type of where it's like, you go out, you can do whatever. Like, you could, if she twerking, you do whatever. Like, it's cool as long as you ain't, you know what I'm saying, sleep with nobody. Do you? So some people, like, is there a difference in terms of that where, like, she go out, if I go out, you know what I'm saying, I got girls, they turn up, they twerking on me, whatever, with the woo. She might have a problem with that, but she won't have fun when she go out. Like, ain't that kind of like the same type of situation?
Oh, wait, time out. You talking about she go out with her friends to the club, they doing whatever the hell they want to do. But then when I go right. Class, and it's a bunch of females around that I ain't with, but they turn up beside me, you got to
Right, yeah.
They twerking, you catching.
No, yeah. Let me tell you what that is. That's called bullshit. Because ain't no way you think that's gonna happen like that.
Yeah.
You do what you want, and I can't. Something ain't right. The math ain't mathing, dog. No way in hell. You gonna do what you want, and then I'm not gonna do what I want. Straight up.
Like I said, you gotta set the boundaries first. You gotta set the boundaries.
And so, and this is going. I guess this will go ahead and run into. We need a clip with Usher. Usher's been doing these shows for a while now. We saw the little cherry thing where
we back on him. We back on his ass.
Where he I ain't gonna lie, he had Auntie hot.
He's a married woman. He's a married man.
I'm talking about she Little Caesars. She Little Caesars Realspill.
You're ready to give it up right there in front.
She Little Caesars.
Roll the clip. I need to see it.
Do we have a clip, Danny J? Do we have a clip? Please tell me we have the clip.
Danny J with the clip. Oh my gosh.
Let's taking our girlfriends.
Whoa. We got a little ad. Let's get out of that.
You know what I'm saying? Okay.
And she did it the whole video.
We got a different. It should be a whole video of this though.
It's a whole video of her losing her mind. Losing her mind.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You see,
and she married. She's married.
And guess what? That's the same thing. No, but yeah, that's the same thing that can happen with a Chris Brown concert, except she ain't got her tongue out with them chairs. She took the shit back, and I ain't playing that.
The cameras are out. Cameras are out.
I ain't playing that. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. I don't care. That's your crush. That's disrespectful.
We
done.
You got
a man in the house.
We're done.
With a ring on too. I'm pissed off.
We're done.
We're done.
Okay. Auntie Def ran out. I went to an Usher concert. I did the cherry thing, but what she did was a bit excessive.
Okay.
How
did yours go though? How did yours
experience go?
It's just really like a surreal moment. Like you're really just like, oh my God, this is happening. Like, oh my God.
So let me just go with the flow.
Yeah, like I don't think that I ever thought.
Oh, you know, like
the way Auntie was up there on that stage. That's just too much. Okay, how these people in the building? I did not run out. Me personally, I did not. But what Auntie just did, that's a bit much. And then y'all saying she's married, like, hey, did you forget everybody?
I didn't know she was married. I thought she was married.
Like that.
She definitely forgot.
But yeah, guess what? If she's not married, cool. Because what we've been talking about is if we're in a relationship, my girl goes to the club with her friends. she better not show her ass, but obviously she doing that. So guess what I'm gonna do, yeah?
Show yours.
I won't be hot.
Yeah,
I
and
won't
I
be
mean,
hot.
kind of like I had a similar situation or whatever. When I got to meet Usher, I did dance on Usher, but I mean, I didn't think nothing else past being on the stage having a good time. Like, if you know
It's a
me, I love to
performance.
have a
It's
good
just it.
time. It was a performance to me. It wasn't even like But I feel like there at times people do get a little crazy. Like they'll crash out for a moment, and it's really not that serious. Like, but I also feel like it goes back to knowing
Like I
the
said,
person you dealing with as well.
Right.
Like that was fun to me. I met Usher and that's all it was for me. I didn't think nothing else past it or anything like that. But some people do really.
Okay, love. We got the full one. Let's see what that look like.
60 seconds of fame can get you in the world trouble too.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at that eye contact. She hot.
It was a point in the clip though where she was where she thought he was gonna kiss her for real though.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna tell you right now, me personally.
Look at
See that right there? Hey, yeah, that right there.
Usher already took us over.
I would have been her like this. When you get home, that shit will be outside at the door.
And look, ain't no telling what her hands doing. You can't see her hands, so she probably already doing some more stuff.
When she get done with that concert and she get to that car, she gonna see that message. It's like, your shit is at the door.
Hey, so okay, let's put a scenario in here where you at the concert with her. You know what I'm saying? Because Usher has done it where he's come up and the significant other is there.
Find your place home. Find your
so do you just let a little
when it's too far
on? Do you say no performance? Like, do you? Yes, I'm saying like. So do we get to where it's like do you be like at all like nah, bro, she good. You go ahead. You go ahead, go somebody else.
I ain't getting that same treatment at the house.
She should be telling Usher, hey, I'm good. I'm with my man. I can't do that right now. That's what she need to be on, dog. I'm
stepping in to the Usher. We good.
You're there. I don't think that it's that serious. Like, it's a performance. Now, you got to know what enough is enough. Like, you can't be up there showing all your tricks and not. Now that's just too far. What Auntie was over there doing, we didn't even know that that's what she can do. But
she
I feel like
just imagination.
a little one too. Like,
she might get fired from her job doing all that.
That was a bit much,
But like. Yeah, cause like okay, so 8, 9 out of the 10, you if you there with her, it's not because you want to be there. You taking it because this is you treating her to go see Usher. So he come.
So I feel like if it's a little fun,
would you just let him do a little sing,
a little
serenade?
Not in front of my face.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I'm gonna tell Usher, hey, go to the next person. I'm holding her hand. I'm putting around her like, go to the next person.
I feel like
you ain't gotta say nothing.
I shouldn't have to say nothing. She should be like, She should be second her head. Go to the next person. Go to the next
too. That too.
Mm-mm.
If I see us or Chris Brown coming near us, I got my arm around. Like, nah, this ain't that. This ain't that.
Go to the next aisle, dog. He ain't doing that today. No, I'm standing.
We good tonight.
We serious, guys. It's just a little serenade.
Okay, but time out. So you telling me I'm about to let another man pull 2 chairs up? And she
but hold on. Don't make it seem like
out.
Wait a minute. Don't make it seem like Usher hasn't like allowed the men to feed the cherry. I feel like you can go about it. Like I don't feel like he's trying to disrespect people.
Now I can see that.
Wait a minute. He's not out here blatantly disrespecting. But again, that goes back to knowing your partner and your partner knowing what goes and what don't go in y'all house. You
but
can't
I think it's
entirely on the women now.
Yeah. But now I do think it's some scenarios where it's been like, okay, the dude let her serenade, but then she started turning up and like he just sitting there like, all right, you know, and you can really see it in her eyes, like, oh, she really want brunch.
Correct.
And in my eyes, that means in the near future, if I see her wrong, she will cheat.
No, in my eyes, in my eyes, if I wouldn't have been here today, she might have just showed her ass for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't playing.
All it takes for us and Chris Brown. Hey, look, Young, all it takes for us and Chris Brown, what you doing afterwards? Here goes some backstage passes. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. You want some backstage passes? That's all it takes. And now you for the team.
I think that's so extreme, guys.
No,
I
see,
think
we ain't
I-
gonna look. Yeah.
We done seen this in biopics. Come on now.
Yeah.
We done seen this in biopics. And you know when Bobby Brown was on that time, you know what Bobby Brown and R. Kelly was doing. You know that now. You know what Bobby Brown and R. Kelly was doing. And Ron Isley, they was getting right.
Oh man.
Miss me with that.
Hey man, don't want to be part of the team, man. Don't want to be part of the team. But I guess
sometimes,
it's just
sometimes they use them just for your homeboys. Come on, man.
I don't think it's that serious.
I think it's I can see it on one end where it's like you can be, but it's really, I think it's on to your partner, like kind of like what Red said, like you got to know what your partner is comfortable with and what your partner isn't comfortable with. And like some relationships they are comfortable with maybe a little serenade, even if they're cool with that. But in terms of just, you know, like, yeah, some people are cool with where I'm here. They do a little serenade, cool. He maybe give me the chair and I do it, but like first he's singing with her or whatever, or he might even twirl her around real quick, and they might be cool with that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do that. I don't do that.
Mason said I know twirly going out.
Ain't no twirly going around, ain't no cherry, ain't no throwing your bras and panties into them. Ain't none of that going on. Ain't none of that.
Ain't no whisper in the ear and nothing.
Ain't no whisper, ain't none of that. Cause that tells me in my eyes, especially if I'm there, you gonna cheat on me. Red flag. Red flag. Cause you don't.
So Red, you feel like you feel like a performance.
I feel like
it's not
whatever
it is just is.
Yeah, I think it's not that serious. I don't think that it's.
You looking for performance? Go to Blue Flames.
Lacey, the man is putting on a show. You knew that it was a show when you bought her the tickets.
Yeah, I should know better. I should have bought nosebleeds so you ain't have a chance.
Well, if you didn't watch the videos prior to buying the show and saw what was going on in the world at the Usher concert, well, then that's on you.
If she had nosebleeds, he ain't going way up there.
Well, maybe you should get nosebleeds and not down there on the floor. Maybe. That's what's expected down there.
And you know what?
So honestly, if you're gonna tell her she can't do it, then you shouldn't have bought the tickets.
And Fred, you are totally right. Especially because if I'm buying a ticket, I'm gonna make sure you ain't on that floor.
Right, Phil. Nosebleeds.
Your ass will be right in the middle.
Hey,
at the rail.
You ain't say how you got in. You just wanted to get in.
That's
how you got in. Hey, Phil, she didn't say how she got in. As long as she got in.
Exactly. She don't care where she sit at. She would love for her to get on the front row, but guess what? Phil ain't got it like that today.
Ticketmaster sold out. I had to go to SeatGeek.
You know what? Whatever.
Oh man. What else, man? What else?
It's the performance for me. If you want a performance, wait till you get on.
What else I got? Okay, we talk about. I mean, we can do a little bit on the Young Thug. I'm not fully knowledgeable on it, but you know, word is, the state of Georgia has motioned to revoke Young Thug's probation. You know, he's on probation from the RICO charges. He was like 10 years or something like that. Probation, like that, I want to say. I can't remember how long the probation is. It's like 10, 12 years, yeah. But like, people did say coming in that the deal that he had was pretty much kind of tough for him to keep that probation with the way that it's set up, and then with the length of the length that it's set up in. Some people that believe I've seen something where it was like just the post of him speaking on the police killing young Scooter was a part of gang activity. And so yeah, we got a motion to revoke the president. Pretty much, we hit this in many angles. How are y'all looking at this?
I just think, me personally, I just think they trying to find anything and everything to put Thug back in jail.
Yeah.
If y'all know, man, Thug really been out the way. He just now starting to pop out, and guess who he with when he pop out? He with his girl. He with his girl. So you know he ain't on nothing. So for them to try to come at Thug, that's just them trying to get him back in jail. And he even said he made a tweet saying he treat everybody with respect, and he's all about positivity. And guess what else that y'all probably didn't know? The judge already denied the motion. So
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you one thing right now, and I think this for any man. They don't want to go back to jail, especially Thug at the level he's at and how much money he's made over his career. He don't want to go back. I can guarantee you that. So anywhere you see him, if he ain't making money where he's dealing with music, that man is with his girl, which is where he needs to be.
Man, that's a cover up.
Hey,
somebody else running the show. Somebody else running the show.
What is the cover up for?
Man,
it ain't no cover up. He doing what he got to do because he know he don't want to go back. And in that instance, man, I be with my girl every day of the motherfucking week. You can take as many pictures as you want. So when you want to pull that little motion again, and you say, "What would Thug get?" Shit, you seen it on Instagram last night. You know what I'm saying? I'm in LA with my girl, dog. You can't say I'm on nothing. I'm trying to get back on life. I missed out.
Never seen Thug.
I do feel like they never wanted him to get out, so they are going to continue to. I mean, this is just one instance where they throwing stuff at him, but they're
gonna keep trying.
They're gonna keep trying. But the only thing I do feel like he shouldn't have done, or that he should lay off of. Yes, you are 100% correct about him. You know, staying under the radar. He has been seen with Mariah a hell of a lot since he got out, but they will use that social media shit against you in any way that they can. So I feel like in his case, he just gonna have to let it go. Like I don't think that. I think it should be business related only. Like he shouldn't be on there, because when your emotions running high and you get the tweeting or whatever, they gonna use whatever they can against you, because they already didn't want to let you out. So they just kind of go back to like, you got a target on your back, just get somewhere and sit down. Like, yeah, your opinion matters. You know, you rightfully so. You can tweet or say whatever you want to, but I just feel like in this case, this is one of those instances where it's just like, Thug, just steer clear. Like, don't say, get you a spam or something. I don't know, but don't get on your Twitter. Spazzing the way that you do it. I don't think that the tweeting and the Twitter fingers helps his case at all. Because he loose by the mouth. He don't care what he say. So I just think that that's the only thing that
he's still slimy. That's what he is.
Oh, he's not on none of that. He's promoting positivity for sure.
It's a cover up, Phil. We all know that.
Right. And when you pay your lawyer close to $2 million, man, you make sure you stay on P's and Q's if he gets you out. He ain't on nothing. Trust me. Do you know how much work it took for him to just get out? He got his bond denied like 5 times. That man don't want to be in jail. He gonna make sure he don't do nothing to cause that to go back. Trust me. And if he do go back and it's because he messed up, then hey Thug, I'm sorry, you my dog, bro, but shit, you deserve to go back. Because you know what the fuck going on, man. You got people that want to listen to your music. Man, you out here playing around with money.
Yeah. That's the main thing. We want to see how he gonna bounce back. Because my boy Sergio he's on one right now.
Hold on, whoa, time out. Whoa, time out. Because first off, don't get to talking about Gunna like you are a Gunna fan.
I am. Right. I do like Gunna.
No.
I want to see what Jeffrey gonna do. I want to see what Jeffrey gonna do.
Gunna #1 fan. And also, let's talk about it. When Gunna was in jail, you most definitely was talking about Gunna need to stay in there. Gunna need to do this. Gunna need to do that. So stay on that side, dog.
When I did that,
don't do it, man.
I can't knock greatness of his music.
Hey,
his music been phenomenal.
Hey,
That's something that your boy couldn't do in the pen.
hey, last
And that's just real talk.
time out. First off, he dropped the
Phil,
album.
Phil, you gonna let him come for your boy like that? Ain't no way you gonna let him talk about your man like that.
He dropped the album while he was
Feature
in
guy.
jail. He dropped the album while he was in jail. So cool.
And that was trash.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was trash.
Time out.
Skip.
Hey, for Young, I know he's a gun fan, but this guy Lacey, we're not gonna let him get on the show
I
and
have credibility to say that.
act like you a gun fan, dude.
You get high. I have
That's some
credibility
big
to say
stuff
that.
you got going on right now, dog.
Like
Because
I
you
said,
really a Lucci fan. You really a Lucci fan.
I like Lucci too. I like
No,
Lucci
you
too.
are.
You are a Lucci fan. You did say that. I
I
remember
like
you
Lucci.
saying
I like
that.
You're a
Lucci.
Lucci
I
fan,
love
bro.
Lucci. I like Lucci. But
That's
Lucci gonna drop better music than Thug. Thug is a feature guy
Hey,
only
Lucci
now.
still ain't dropped.
He's a
That's
feature
all
guy
I
only
know.
now.
I'll
Thug ain't
say
dropped either yet.
I'll say this. I do think that it's getting to a point where we're getting to a point where it's he's in a situation where pretty much the state really messed up the trial. Let's just be honest. They messed up the trial. Even a judge came out, if you go back on some of those recordings, where one of them was basically telling them like, hey, y'all are fucking this case up. Like, this is really supposed to be a simple smash and grab. We got this man locked in. And they finagled it, and then, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Brian Steele, man. Shout out Brian Steele to geek with the guys. He did his thing out there. And I think because of that, like Red said, with the probation, they're going to be continually trying to find a way to get,
because they know they screwed it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they're going to try to get him into prison. And so even with the way he's moving now, I do think he's trying to move a lot safer. You can tell even with that song he did with Lil Baby, he really wasn't talking about nothing there.
Rated G.
Yeah, like he couldn't talk about much. And that's similar to what we were talking about last episode on the Lil Durk album. And so, like, for me, I think that's one. It's gonna like he got to really move, maybe even a little smooth. Like kind of what Red said, he probably need to get that social media up. Get a team for that social media. Get somebody else to run that.
Yeah,
and
your time is expired, buddy. You need to sit down.
We'll hand this back to you.
Back in.
We'll hand this back to you when the probation get back out. When the probation is gone. But right now, you probably need to be running that. And I think that like we got to look at that, and I think it's going to be interesting to see when he does drop this album, what that's going to look like. Personally, for me, I do think even before he got arrested, I felt like Thug was on a decline. I'm gonna be honest, he was on a decline. I think really what kept him relevant was the people around him. Gunna was getting hot. At one point, he was attached with Lil Baby. I mean, he still is attached with Lil Baby.
And Future.
I think that is, so I think that's what's playing a part in what kept him relevant. And I think for me, it's going to be interesting this album, like, because it looked like Drake ain't giving out no features to nobody. I think my boy strictly on, hey, it is what it is. You ain't even rock for him, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But it's gonna be real interesting. And I mean, I hate to say it, but if we be honest, I don't think that album gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be a classic. No, I think it's gonna be
major skips. A lot of feature heavy. What can we say?
I hate to say it, but I'm probably rocking with Lace on that. I hate to say it, but yeah, it's probably gonna be like that.
He know it's gonna be feature heavy.
It's gonna be probably a lot of features.
Hey, Red, look, all I can say is you guys need to stay on that side. When Thug shit go platinum, I promise to God, I don't want to hear Lacey.
You don't hear nothing.
I better not hear one word from you, Lacey.
Red, I'm the type of person. I'm gonna give it a listen. If it goes hard, I'm gonna tell the guy it goes hard.
He already said he don't want to hear it.
Well, look, Red, this is what I don't like about Lacey. This is exactly what I don't like about Lacey. Lacey will get to talking, and he get to talking bad about this person or this team, and I'm talking about really tearing them down. But it's so hey, look, Red. But as soon as they get on that good way, oh, I've been a fan since and so.
That's cap.
Like
That's
you,
so cap.
man, you not
That's
like
so
that,
cap.
dog.
That's so cap. That's so cap.
No. You
That's
know I
so
ain't
cap.
lying.
You are. You are.
You come down on a lot of things,
You are.
and then on the other side, on the flip end, when they doing good, oh, now you the biggest fan. You their number one fan.
I can't listen to it. I can't listen to the person. So you
When
bad
you-
at me for not
when
listening to the
you
person.
go- when
You
you
bad
go-
at me for not liking who they got on the Steelers. You bad at me for who they got on this team and that team.
Check this
That's
out.
what I'm saying.
When
That's
you
what I'm
go,
saying.
when you go and say, like, for instance, when you talk about LSU and you say, "Oh, LSU football team ain't good," oh, I'm taking Bama over LSU, Georgia over LSU. But then when LSU win the championship, oh, now
SEC versus everybody.
No, but now
I always said that.
you an LSU fan, but you picking every team against LSU. But when
But
we
I always
win,
said,
now you
maybe
with
I'm
it.
doing it to get under your skin. Maybe I'm
No,
doing
you ain't
that.
saying that. No, you ain't saying that to get under my skin. You do that with anything, music too. Music too. Like I said, you're not even a real Gunna fan, and for you to
And
be like,
that's false.
you don't even know him like that.
false. That's false.
Yeah, he don't
That's false.
even
He called him,
he call him
Sergio. He called him Sergio.
Hey, he don't even know. You know what I'm saying?
That's false. That's false, people.
But
I'm gonna be real. That's false.
man,
I know who I'm not a fan of no more. That's your boy Meek.
Hey, and guess what? When Meek drop again, I promise God, once again, I better not hear your mouth. I better not hear your mouth.
You gonna hear me say it's trash. You gonna hear me say it's trash.
No, Meek Mill got a song with Friday. I don't know if y'all heard that.
He owned it.
I heard it.
It's really powerful.
And he
You know what I'm saying?
He wrote on that. He wrote on that.
I really Meek fans.
He wrote it.
Who actually put me on Meek Mill, Daniel too. They know it. You can get a sense. He back on that grind. But I want y'all to. But no, let me tell y'all something about Meek Mill on why he ain't been dropping music. Because he got too much fucking money. And y'all don't know that. But I do because I'm a real Meek fan. You know what I'm saying?
Give me back to 2012, 2013 Meek Mill. That's what I want to hear. 2012, 2013 Meek Mill. If he can get back like that, then he got it. But he get too mainstream.
Get back to Chase.
Get back to Dream Chase. Get back to Dream Chase.
Like Josh said, stay on that side, bro. Please.
Get back to Dream Chase.
But before we wrap it up, man, we got to do what it is. We got to do what it is question. So where I'm going with it is, so I saw on social a post where it said pretty much, and Red, you may, since you kind of in the medical field, you may can attest to see if this is correct, that a lot more women at the age of 40 are having children now than ever or before. And it's even, I think the number is even higher than teen pregnancies or something like that now, where women now at the age of 40s are having more children. And so what this came into mind with to me on in terms of like what it is question is, I do feel like we do know, like, I know like at a certain age, it becomes what's the term, Red, of certain pregnancy after that, high risk pregnancy. And I think that is attributed to women, wanting to, all right, I'm trying to be married or have children by this certain point because I don't want to, have to deal with that at that certain point. But with it seemingly looking as if it's starting to become more normal, and I do also think it's because the way dating and things have changed through now, because like it's no more it's not the I'm gonna stick it out. It ain't that no more. It's just not like that no more. And with it being like that, I think that's what attributed to women now at the age of 40 having children more now in this society. But really, the question I want to ask is now: should a significant other be more patient in terms of these big transitions of either children or marriage, stuff like that? Like, because now it seems like we have a little more leeway now than as it once was.
I feel like patience just comes with it.
I started off.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
Okay, yeah, let me.
So, yes, I do feel like we have actually seen the trend of people waiting until they're ready. Like I
Right.
feel like,
Exactly. I think that's a big word right there, though. Ready.
yeah, like it used to be like, oh, this is the norm. Like you need to be married by a certain age. But like I feel like our generation alone is doing everything at their own pace. Like I'm not doing something that I'm not ready for. And I tell anybody this, I feel like we are very self aware. We're not trying to make the same mistakes as our parents and our
Yes.
grandparents. So yeah, like, we are finding a little more grace to our significant others and just being a little more patient with the process in itself. Like I want to be, financially stable before I bring kids. And I think it's a good thing that's happening. I think it's a positive trend that's happening. Like, yeah, you do create more risk, but technology has, evolved. So yeah, it may be higher risk, but there are more uh resources available in those type of situations now. Like I feel like the world itself has evolved, so it's okay, and it's becoming the new norm because it should have been normal in the past, but it wasn't because there were so many risks and things like that. But now, it's okay to take a risk because there's so many resources out there. So I think that it's a good trend that's happening, that people are choosing to wait and have patience with their significant other and, do what they got to do before they start opening up a whole another can of worms. Because kids ain't no joke. That's a big commitment. And you really do
Right.
need to make sure that that's something that you're ready for instead of just, jumping into that. So I don't think that it's a bad thing that's going on in the world. I think it's actually pretty smart. So that's my
Being
opinion on
Well,
it.
being 60 some
my
years
whole
old.
thing,
Go for you. Go for you.
my whole thing is, I don't think you should rush into anything you ain't ready for.
Yeah.
If you know you're not ready, don't do it.
Yeah.
And that's just the honest God truth, man. You got to know yourself, but also you need to make sure that if you're gonna make a commitment like getting married or having kids, you make sure that's the one you want to do it with, and
Hmm.
that's real. You can
Yeah.
love somebody, but that don't mean that you're ready to get married, especially like for a situation where that person might have been in a relationship longer than you have, and you might have just not getting into a relationship, and for you, it might feel a little rushed. And people got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? You can't rush nothing like that because I know me personally, I only want to get married once. And I want to make sure when I get married, it's the one I want to be with for the rest of my life. Straight up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so if I'm not ready to do that, then don't be mad at me. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to wait. And if it's in our will to have a kid, we will. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's really all it is to it. Don't rush into nothing you're not ready for because when you rush into it, it started to transpire
Fumble and
this career,
quick.
you know what I'm saying? And it happened real fast. Next thing you know, you don't even want to be with that person no more. You can't
Yeah.
even stand this, you know what I'm saying? And so
And now you
that's
Right.
got a bigger commitment.
exactly it's a huge commitment. This ain't just boyfriend and girlfriend. This is
No.
husband and wife. You know what I'm
A
saying?
lot,
This
lot different.
this is husband and wife. You have responsibilities. Okay, you can't just go out and do what you want now that we married.
No.
All that going, hey, look, all that going to the club with your friends. Sorry, baby, we ain't doing that no more. Cause guess what? I ain't doing it. Straight up, I'm married. I want to be with my wife at home. And if you do want to go out, guess
She
what?
coming with me. She coming with
We
me.
going out together.
Right. Right.
Damn
You
right.
still,
Right.
but nah, you still gotta let her have some nights out on her own.
Yeah.
You still gotta let her
Yeah,
have some
Phil.
nights out on her own.
Girls
Phil
out
said
with her
not on his
friends.
watch.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Let them have some fun because I want to have guys' night,
Well, if she
drink
let you,
beer, get some
well,
drink.
if we got an understanding where, okay, you can have your girls' night, I'm gonna have my guys' night, then that's different. But I'm gonna just say this. I feel like most of the time, I think. Let me see how I want to put this. I feel like some females they got an issue where they mad about what you doing, but then they go and do the same thing and it ain't an issue, or they don't see nothing wrong. But if I do it, it's a whole problem. That right there, we got to change that narrative completely. We have got to change that narrative. We got to
Yeah,
stop. We got to stop thinking like that. Go ahead.
but let's on the patient part. They say how you feel real quick before I hop in.
I mean, there's really no title or no timetable when you want to have a kid or not. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, you could be in your 30s, your late, your mid, your early 40s. You know, shoot. As we see now, people starting in their 20s, and they not on kid one, they on kid 2 and 3. So it don't matter.
Yeah,
it really don't matter.
Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
In this day and age, stuff can change. You know, I know people that's in their 40s and in their late 30s. They don't have a family yet, but they still want to eventually. So I'm a firm believer being patient till you find the right one. Because I know for certain I want to have a kid when I get married. Yeah. I'm not looking to do no fling and then oops, accident or something happened.
Right.
I want the proper steps, and when we gonna have a family, we gonna talk it out. Everything gonna be lined up financially, you know, for us to do it. Because
now, one on that front, I'm not gonna deep into that, but I do feel like, okay, we're saying that, but we may put ourselves in a situation where they've already went through some of those steps. If you follow where I'm going, they've already went through some of those certain steps, and I'm willing to take that on. We'll just leave it at we'll leave that there.
Mm-hmm. Step kids. That what we talking about?
I want
are we talking about kids? Like dealing with people with kids?
Yeah, Ray.
Yeah.
They talk about they already got kids.
Yeah. But I think we kind of started we drifted off a little bit where we put it kind of as if, all right, if I'm ready to date or if I'm ready to do this. I want to say on more of the patient side of, all right, we are already an item. Whatever that
ain't nobody can wait forever for forever. Nobody's doing that.
And you gotta respect if they're not willing to be patient. But what I'm saying though is, do we need to look into the fact of, okay, boom, I'm not, you know, that either I'm not financially, mentally, or whatever that is prepared for, you know, what that step is, moving in together, marriage, children, you know, whatever that next step is. If you know your partner, you know, if you can see from the outside looking in where you can't see, if we go this way now, are we gonna get the right outcome?
Oh my God, man, you ain't said number one.
Like, I think we do. I think sometimes I do feel that sometimes there are points where we just envision this and we know, okay, I feel like we have this done at a certain time. So regardless, and I think we all do this, and this is even outside relationships. It's like, I want this certain goal met at this certain point, and regardless of situations, I'm gonna go ahead and go with it. And hey, it's gonna work out some way. Somehow it can work out. And sometimes I don't think that's always the best choice, because then you put yourself in a really rocky road to try to meet that goal, and you
exactly
make it a lot harder on yourself. And I think that attributes a little bit of the impatience, is because, well, you got two different minds and two different people. And so what they envision at a certain point may not be what you envision at a certain point. But I do think that we should look into being a little more patient, especially if the partner has shown, you know, a history of, they're really in this. They're in this. It ain't like they like a little wishy-washy or they giving you doubt of, I'm not really in this. I've stuck it out. I'm just telling you, in terms of this next phase that we're going to take, I need a little more time to get to that next phase.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
I think that should be able to be, there should be some leeway. Once again, I want to say, I get the I can't wait forever, or I'm just not, like, you may just personally be like, I don't envision myself at this point to not have this or that. And if that's the case, I don't want to continue to waste my time on this to see if this may happen or not. And you got to respect that. You got to take what come with it. It is what it is, woo. But I do feel that, especially now in this day and age with the way we see it, we should think things through and show a little more patience in a lot of things. Because we a microwave society now. We want everything instantly. And it just don't work. It don't work like that.
Hey man, I'm with you when you're right, dog. Real talk, straight up.
And
I
again,
honestly, I 100% agree that people should be more patient because you got to understand, like you may think you ready, but are you really ready? And if you, especially if you see that the partner, like from the outside looking in, like you just said, that they might not be ready, don't rush that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get in some more
All
time.
right.
And just because somebody say they're not ready for marriage or ready to have a kid, don't mean they don't want to be with you.
Right. Right.
Like that don't change the fact that I still want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like they still want to be with that person. But at the end of the day, you got to respect the fact that marriage is a huge commitment. That if we're gonna do this, we need to both make sure we're ready. It don't need to just be one sided. Because if not, and we rush into it, it's going to be. It might lead to trouble. Next thing you know, it's a divorce.
And yeah, because and see, and them type of steps are big steps. Those are
Exactly.
huge.
Exactly.
It's not easy to rework that. It's not easy to rework that next step. You know, once you make that type of step, really like you say, Phil. Once you hop on that train, you gotta wait to the next stop.
It ain't getting off, man.
You gotta wait to the next stop.
Until it stops, man. You got sometimes you got just you get on that train.
Okay, and I have I understand what y'all saying, but on the same token, like I was saying, like you cannot expect somebody to wait forever. So if this person, if the partner, has given you patience and this, that, and the third, and then the conversation comes up again, you're like, oh, I'm not ready, and they are, well, then you have to be okay with them saying,
Yeah, no, you
we're just not compatible anymore. Because if I'm saying I'm ready and you're not ready, like, and I understand what y'all are saying as far as like, you do have to give people patience and grace and things like that. But like, how long do you have to extend that? I don't think that I'm following on that token. I don't think that I get that. Like,
See,
if this is a constant conversation, and
no,
then yes, you should definitely take your time before you hop off in that water, because you cannot come back from a lot of that stuff. Like, marriage is like they say, it's cheaper to keep. I'm telling you, I've heard. I know some
it's
people,
Janet Taylor.
but at the same time, it's just like, okay, well, if I continue to bring something and I feel ready, who are you to tell your partner that they're not ready because you're not ready? You can project your feelings onto them and say, oh, I'm not ready, and I don't think that you're ready. But it's simply not that they're not ready, because truly they may feel like they are ready. It's you and your feelings and your own personal feelings. And I feel like people do that a lot in relationships. They project their own fears and insecurities onto their partner. And if their partner's like, no, 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 I really am ready, but they're not ready, it's a form of gaslight. But
But
like you
are you
said,
selling? Are you selling because you not want to move on? Because you want to wait on that potential person? Do they make you want to?
we see it a lot. People do settle because they don't want to run the risk of starting over with somebody else, which that happens a lot. People just, they ready for something, but they partner not ready, and then because they don't want to start over with somebody else, they just, okay, well, I just wait until you're ready, and I don't think that that's fair. That is
I
not fair.
mean, to each his own on that point. Cause you do gotta respect it. You gotta respect it.
Yeah,
If
because I feel like they should have the choice. If it's a constant conversation, we keep talking about marriage,
if
and then now it's like, oh, well, I'm still not ready. I'm still not ready. Like, what entails that you're ready? You have to have a certain amount of money in your bank account. Like, I guess it.
but I mean, you gotta dive in.
Yeah, you do.
You do
You do.
have, but also,
I think house you gotta dive in. All I'm gonna say is you can't, and especially if you're having those type of conversations, you can't be broad. You gotta go ahead
Very
and get specific.
Yeah.
you got to get all the way into it.
In terms of what you gotta go and tell her, okay, if I'm not ready, these are really the reasons why I'm not ready for that point. And once they receive that information, you gotta be cool with either they are going to take it and say, all right, let's really the let's wait, and let's see what I can do to also help you get to that point. Or they could be like, I just don't feel like putting that effort anymore. I feel like I've put in enough time, and we're not here. I just want to go ahead and cut my losses. And you got to either, you got the decision that person may go about. But I do feel like we do need to make a decision that we pay attention to. What was this person's situation when we first got into it? Like, what did that situation look like when we first got together or whatever? And with the trend, the evolution and transition we've seen over this period of time, like you know what I'm saying? Have they gotten to a point where this is okay for us to make this transition? Like, I think we have to always be mindful of that too, because I think a lot of times we blind ourselves to what it started off with, and we just see, all right, I want to already be here.
Exactly.
So I really want to skip. I'm trying to skip some steps. I'd rather skip some steps, and just because it's not the step, because the steps aren't going as fast as you wanted it to, because the steps are going a lot slower, you become impatient, and I think that sometimes attributes to that. But at the end of the day, you got to be once you tell someone, okay, whatever that step is that you're trying to take, and I'm not ready for it yet because of X, Y, and Z, you got to take whatever they.
But when the hell they gonna be ready? Shit.
Come back with. They say, but I'm saying, like, if they've given you I can't give you a good example, but I'm like, okay, so say someone wants to get married, or they want, okay, say someone wants to have a kid. They already married, but they're ready to have a kid. Or even if they're not married, but the other person is saying, all right, I've just got into, let's say my field of, I've just kind of gotten on track to where I can get to, my dream career, and I need, this amount of time to get there. Like, I feel like if you are able to explain it and articulate it in a way where you're saying, okay, I just need to get, X, Y, and Z till I'm here, then we cool. I'm ready to do it. And it's not like I'm saying I'm not ready because I don't want to do it. I just need to get this, under my belt, and then we can go ahead, because I want when we make this next phase for this to be as smooth as possible.
Exactly.
I think that is a easy way to communicate that into where the partner knows, okay, they're not just playing me for a loop, or they just don't know when they're gonna be ready. Now, if they just come in and say, I don't know when and all that, then
BSing.
Yeah, I feel like then that's when you take it as all right.
It also means somebody else in the picture. Don't let that fool you now. Don't let that fool you now.
That does not always mean that.
Because look.
Because they don't want to
give it a couple weeks, couple months. They pop it out in a relationship, or they pop it out pregnant. I done seen it.
I can't say
that's
that.
Facts. That's facts.
I can't see that, bro. Because I don't want to get married. There's somebody else in the picture.
I saw it.
Man,
or they might pop out engaged. I just seen it all.
Marriage,
you just seen it all. Like,
marriage and having kids are two of the biggest things that you can commit to, and you need to be ready.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just what it come down to, though.
Sometimes they weren't ready, but they were forced to be ready.
Well, I hope to God I ain't one of those that got to get forced to be ready.
Facts.
No, me either. I don't want to get forced. Me either, dog.
Facts.
Straight up.
Yeah. What it is, man. What it is.
Man, I love what it is, man.
But yeah, man, it was a good episode, man. Good episode. Girl Red made a debut.
Happy to be here.
And I don't think we spoke of this the last episode for people that's gonna be watching. We're gonna try to drop every Sunday night, early Monday morning episodes on YouTube, Spotify. We're working on getting Apple together too. We're gonna be on all three platforms. Follow the Instagram, Realspill 601 on Instagram.
Twitter. We on everything.
Twitter. We get the Twitter jumping, and we got TikTok, got 75 more days.
Yeah, we got an extra 75.
Yeah, got another 75. So TikTok account is gonna be on the way. TikTok account is gonna be on the way. So y'all be on the lookout for all of that. But yeah, man, that's it, man. We'll see y'all.
Realspill.